the breakup between you guys, right? So that could be ending that they experienced, and that's why they want this new beginning. And that's where they want to have the courage because they basically left, broke up with you. You probably guys weren't even in a relationship, but you guys were talking about what you wanted and everything like that. And it was like they said, "I love you." So you guys never said you were girlfriend and boyfriend, but it felt like a breakup because this connection fell apart, right? So their intention is, I think, to either mend this breakup between you guys. That's why I said how they feel is that they want to rekindle this, or they just had to break up with someone. They just broke up with yeah, what I said that already, right? They're breaking up with someone that they thought was genuine, but is really just a girl with a snake. It's not what it seems like. So they need to break up with this person before they can have the courage to come towards you. Or they recently just broke up with this person and now they're like, okay, I need to come in, but I'm gonna have to be honest about everything, and that's scary because it's gonna feel like, oh, I thought the grass was. You're gonna think that they did it because they thought, and it is true that they thought the grass was greener and that they had all these possibilities, but you were still on their mind the whole time. And then hook up, one night stand. So, two, four things I'm hearing with this, maybe four, but hook up, one night stand is that they could have hooked up with someone and they thought it was going to be a one night stand, but it ended up developing into something, a relationship. But again, the person ended up being girl with the snake. So now they need to break up with this person, or they broke up with this person, or they could see that like they're what they want is that um yeah, no, because I was like, what they want to do is that they could just, after they get out of this relationship, they could just want to hook up with someone, or they could be coming in and wanting to hook up with you, having a one night stand, but then they know that you're standing in your worth and all that stuff, so you're not going to tolerate that. But they want to hook up with you and be intimate with you. That's what they want, but they know that you're not going to do that, right? So they could be coming in sexual, trying to be sexual with you and hook up with you, and that's when you stand firm in your boundaries, right? So this relationship that they were in could have came from a hookup, and now they need to break up with it. And now this one is heartbreak shattered. So the thing is, it's like this, what they want is that they want to mend this heartbreak, this shattered relationship with you. The thing is, it's like they could be feeling heartbreak and shattered from this situation that they just got themselves involved in, and that maybe the person that they are breaking up with is heartbroken and shattered, and they know that they left you heartbroken and shattered by leaving this situation. So it's like, hold on for a second. This last row really threw me for a curveball because it's like so many possibilities are going through my mind, right? So it's like heartbreak shattered. It's like they could have felt heartbroken and shattered, and that's why they hooked up with someone, but ended up turning into a relationship, and now they need to break up with this person because this person is like a girl with a snake, not what they look like, right? You got two things with girl with a snake, and they thought the grass was greener on the other side because they made these decisions out of heartbreak. They didn't deal with their feelings. They put on a mask. They weren't revealing their true feelings, and then they put themselves in a toxic situation that they didn't feel anything for this person, but maybe this person developed feelings for them, and this person feels heartbreak over the situation. And what they want to do is they want to mend this heartbreak that they put you in a situation where you felt heartbreak by them being cold and not expressing their true feelings. So they're like, I need to mend this heartbreak. Like, I did these things to sabotage this relationship, to not be honest, and they know they need to mend that heartbreak, and the only way is through honesty and trust. And even then, you might not accept them back into your life because you're getting to a point where you're like, I'm getting over this, and you're ready to move on, right? So it's like you're already starting to move on. If this person comes back into your life, you're not sure how you're going to feel towards this situation. So they know that they caused you a lot of heartbreak, and you've had to do everything to build yourself back up, to be confident, to gain your self-worth, to gain your self-love, like to gain all these things, and you're standing in your independence, that they don't want to come back in if they're going to break your heart again. So they know that they broke your heart, and that you're not going to just accept them back into your life like that, that they have to prove to you through their actions whether they've changed and whether they've raised their frequency and whether they understand the pain that they've caused you. And then addictions. So it says unhealthy attachment. This is crazy, this last row. So again, so they probably had a one night stand. They could have like addictions to intimacy, alcohol, substances, gambling, anything. They have some sort of addiction that creates unhealthy attachments for people, and that could be drawing in toxic people because they're approaching from hookup, a one night stand, without getting to know that person and seeing if that person is really healthy for them, right? So that's when they get into these unhealthy attachments, and then they maybe get hooked on the sexualness of it, and then they keep engaging in this unhealthy attachment when it's not fulfilling them, making them feel satisfied, growing them, making them feel loved, and all of these things. But they get addicted to that feeling of releasing, right? Of using sexual things to release, right? That intimacy, that thing to release. So this is what created the situation where they attracted another toxic person, and is to heal their heartbreak, and that they made you feel heartbreak, and they see that you've let go of addictions too, that you're no longer um, engaging in substances and all that stuff. So they're like, oh, they don't want to come into this place where they have these addictions and then coming into your life. But I think this is like more so what I'm getting at is that they were addicted to chemistry, right? And that's what made them hook up, because they felt chemistry towards someone. This person wasn't good for them because it was a girl with a snake and not what it looks like. And now they're like, oh shoot, what did I do? I thought the grass was greener, and now I need to break up with this person because it's an unhealthy addiction, and I don't want to repeat the same pattern. When they see you, they're spying on you, right? They're spying on you, and they see your growth and that you're transforming, and they're like, what the heck? Like, I could have had that, and I chose to basically break up with this person, you, and not pursue it. Allow my insecurities, my mask, the girl, another past karmic to influence this decision and put you in a box where I thought I was trusting my intuition, but and seeing red flags when it wasn't. So yeah, so it's crazy. This is like a really crazy last row. Like, there's a whole story behind what I think is going on with this person, what I feel is going on with this person. So yeah, they that's what came up. Like, they need to check. They need to deal with that. What they want to do is break up with this person that's unhealthy for them, because they want to build a home with you, and the grass is not greener on the other side. They caused you a lot of heartbreak. They understand that, and they know that they need to do a lot of work to overcome that. They're feeling heartbreak over this situation, which caused them to engage in all this and these unhealthy behaviors, and now they're starting to recognize their unhealthy behaviors. I love reading the message cards. They like warm my heart, but maybe I'll do another message card, but I'm going to do these ones first and see how I'm feeling. It's 12:30 in the morning today. At 12:30 in the morning right now, and I spent all day at the pool again, but I was feeling called to do a message. Like, I feel so calm and relaxed, so if my energy doesn't seem like spunky, it's because I'm feeling calm and relaxed, and I'm feeling good, like, even doing this message. I'm not feeling that exhausted. But alright, let's get into what Divine Masculine is feeling towards Divine Feminine. What do they have to say to you? I feel you leaving me behind. So this could be why they want to gain the courage, and why they're realizing that, like, what's getting all their epiphanies, because it's like you're no longer chasing, and they feel you leaving them behind. They feel like that your mindset is shifting, and you're like, I'm not going to pour into this anymore. I'm not going to have hope that this is coming back into alignment. I'm just going to release it, because it's like that hope and that longing is what keeps you fixated on waiting for this person to come back in. But now you're like, no, I'm going to keep going on my life. I'm going to keep enjoying my life. And if this person comes back in, you'll cross that bridge. And now you really believe that. Whereas before you were like still holding on. And now you're like, yeah, you may be watching love readings and whatnot, but you're like, yeah, you're watching it to see where their energy's at, but you're not like, it doesn't give you that excitement anymore, in the sense of like, okay, my Divine Masculine is coming back in. Like, you're like, no, like, he comes, and I don't even know how I feel anymore. So they feel you're energetically, that thread is pulling apart and they feel you leaving them behind. And then it says you speak to me through music. So there's, you guys could have really connected on music. You guys could have danced together, been playful with each other, humorous, and music was something that you guys both love deeply. You probably both love to dance. What I said, you guys both love to listen to music. You guys both love to like just listen to music while you're cooking, while you're with people, while you're at home, like you, anything. You just speak to each other through songs. You guys connected on songs. And it says, I'm afraid to contact you. And then that goes with the courage, right? Like, I can't find it. But they're afraid to contact you, and that's what's gaining their courage. They're gaining the courage to do it because they know the heartbreak that they caused you. They know that they were wearing a mask. They know that you saw through everything, that your intuition is so strong that you saw through everything. That, like, that's why you got so upset with everything, because you're like, I see through this all, and you're choosing to pretend that, like, I'm delusional, basically. And that that you're the bad guy, right? So that's why they're afraid to contact you, because how do they come in and express their love now when they put you through all of this? And then says, I want to be more than friends. So it's like when they come in, they want the wedding rings. They don't want to just be friends. They want to come in and they want to build something with you. They don't just want to be your friend, come into your life just to be your friend. That's like too painful for them just to be your friend. And then it says, you were the best thing in my life. So again, they thought the grass was greener on the other side, but they're realizing that, oh shoot, no, I just attracted another karmic, toxic girl with a snake personality, and it was a hookup that led to something that they got caught up in. But yet, you were the best thing that you were the best thing that came into their life. That you really changed them, you impacted them, you made them. That's a big yawn. You made them see what love is. And then, now I'm getting tired. Sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. So sometimes I just stay awake, dreaming about you, thinking about everything that went down for each other, thinking about the memories, nostalgic, thinking about all the moments that you had together. They just think about it like, wow, that was such a special time. How did that let that go? I left when I saw you with someone. So maybe when they decided to take their space and remove themselves from the situation, not communicate, maybe you moved on from that situation, moved on and said that you don't want to be a part of this if this person is not going to communicate with you effectively and see you and cater to how you were feeling, right? Like just making you feel like, hey, I'm taking my space, shut down after they claim to love you, right? So that could have been the reason. And then also like, yeah, that could have been one of the reasons why they decided to leave and not pursue this connection, because they saw that you moved on to someone else. And then it says, I am becoming a better person. So again, they're working. Oh my god. Sorry for the big yawns. Yeah, they're working on becoming a better person. They want to be a better person for you. They know that you've been phoenixing, rising, so they know that they need to become a better person if they're going to come back in. I'm exhausted, guys, now. After I said in the beginning I wasn't that tired, it hit me like a ton of bricks. So I hope this message helped. You understand how your divine masculine is feeling towards you, but even with all that, divine feminines, stand in your worth. If this person comes in and they come in half, I don't just want to say the word, but if they don't come in correct, then don't give your energy away. Don't give your energy away because you're holding on to nostalgia of, or the potential of what you think this person can be. Because if they didn't value and they didn't respect you and they didn't care about how you really felt, what's going to change? How do you know that they really care about how you feel and that they're not going to do the same thing to you over and over again? You know, that when the going gets tough, they're going to leave the situation and become avoidant. When they don't like something that you say, they're going to leave the situation. So it's like, if the communication was something that wasn't effective and the communication is still not effective now that they're not communicating effectively when you express yourself, then don't give your energy away to that person, because they're going to have to prove to you that you can trust them and that they're committed and loyal and not going to run away from the situation. Don't give your energy. You've grown so much. You're standing in your self-worth that if this person is not who you're meant to be with, another person is going to come back into your life. You're magnetic right now. You are so magnetic because of you're standing in your self-worth. So don't allow this person to take that away from you. So yeah, just wanted to give that little side note, and I hope this helped. Have a good night.